their support, without their advice, and without their friendship, I would not have made this decision. The first is my wife, who I often refer to as the governor of our home. Peggy has been my life partner, has been with me every step of the way, and our two children, Jason and Jessica, who could not be here, do make decisions as a family. And we had long conversations over the last 45 days with her family and mine, and particularly our two children, and with Peggy. My daughter said, "Dad, I'll support you either way because I don't intend to be involved in either campaign." She's 17, you know, she was honest. My son reminded me how much I enjoy and appreciate the work that I do every day with Governor Strickland. And was I sure that I wanted to leave something in which I am both happy and fulfilled? All these discussions occurred, and there were persuasive arguments, quite frankly, on both sides of this decision. The second person who I have to thank today is, of course, the governor of my state, my friend and my partner and our leader. I can honestly say that I believe that Ted Strickland is the best governor in the United States. And I believe that he is, I believe, the best governor Ohio's ever had, and I've seen some great governors. I say that because I've had this unique perspective that, to be honest, I never had with any other governor of our state. I was able to be with Ted Strickland in small towns and large towns, and big meetings and small meetings and one-on-one, every corner of this state in private moments. And what I saw gave me the confidence that the decision I made when he so graciously asked me to join his ticket was the right one. And so for me, once we got past the personal decisions, the decision for me was, how can I best partner with my friend and this great governor in a way that truly turns around Ohio's economy and grows Ohio's economy and makes us proud that we didn't just survive, but that we thrived and that we were globally competitive. And the work that the governor and I and his wonderful team have done have moved us faster, I believe, than any other state during this economic perfect storm, because we have chosen, as the governor often says, not just to live within our means, but to strategically invest in what matters. And when this economic perfect storm does lift, I believe that people will look to Governor Strickland and his team for the bold initiatives and the bold strategic investments that he made during his first term as governor, when the sun was not always shining. Since the fall of Lehman Brothers on September 15th, our world has changed forever, and I do mean forever. What we're seeing in our economy is not a cyclical change, it is a structural change, and it means that more than ever before, partnerships between local and state and federal, between public and private and nonprofit, are not a luxury, they are absolute necessity. As I watched the global economic crisis unfold, and more importantly, as I saw the impact that it had on families and small businesses and factories throughout this state as the governor and I traveled, I realized that perhaps for the first time in our lifetime, the number one issue in the world is the economy. It is the rising tide that lifts all boats. If you care about climate change, if you care about mental health, if you care about human services, as Gail Channing does, if you care about all these other things, everything comes from a growing, thriving economy, which gives us the resources to promote the things that we care about when it comes to social justice and human services. And the governor gave me this unique advantage point and this unique perspective to be able to travel the state, and perhaps more than anyone in the state other than the governor the last 2 years, to be able to look into the eyes of men and women who've been affected to be able in some cases to turn around small businesses, in other cases simply to respond as quickly as we can to put people back on their feet with a sense of hope and purpose and dignity.